Opp Watch, Opp Watch, the race for top 6. Yeah.
Well, what a start it has been to the new year. 1 week in and our Opps are dropping points all over the place. Thank you please for the opportunities. We are in great form right now. We have become somewhat serious. I said serious, 10-10 serious, acting serious, big club serious, consistent serious. Chase! 10 years we've been in the gutter. We know about scraping the bottom of the butter, but boy better know things have changed. The future is looking bright. It's clear, huh? Oh my goodness! We have been swatting these insect teams that usually bug us and now we are flying. I am excited watching us play and I can't wait for the next game. I ain't had this feeling in 10 years. I'm so gassed I can feel little hair starting to reappear on my head top. The follicles then want to watch the games too. At this rate, I should have all my hair back by the end of next season. 10-10 is 10-10. I love this man. Man told 10-10 thank you and he said please. This is my guy. Era's come to an end. That was his first statement when he came to the club. Man put the fear of the 90s back into the Opps them. What we're gonna do is go back. Way back into time. He got the scouts so shook that they went back to 90s behaviors. No sense. Arsenal were our only problem in the 90s and them man have risen up as well. Big up them man. Chelsea didn't exist before 2003 and the Spuds have been baked since the 60s. We need to discuss some stuffs. Let's start at the top. Arsenal. Yes, I said Arsenal. No more Arsenal. They've become too serious for such nonsense names. As much as it pains me, I have nothing but ratings for them man this season. I can't even lie. They are on some serious stuffs. Consistency. They've won 14 out of 17 games. What new strain of crack have they found in North London? Arteta bought them pep packs with him when he left City. Them man have been convincingly moving to everyone all season. Well, almost everyone. Not 10-10's team. United are the run enders for them man there. But anyway, back to the Gooners. They have finally found some cannonballs for their cannon because they are firing. Every game is like shoot it, man are like shoot it. They're defending well, their press is crazy, and they keep scoring goals at the perfect times. You have to respect it. I think them man are back again as well. I would love to go back to the United vs Arsenal battles for the title again. That was the best era in the Prem. Argue with your shopkeeper, thank you please. Now they have some players that I rate super highly. You can't even hate them, but I just want to focus on two of them. First up, Martin Odegaard. What a baller. Yuck. This is Ozil with effort and athleticism. He sees in the matrix as well. He is the one for Arsenal. Man neoing the things. And I'm so sick of this man dictating every game he plays. He could even find Nemo with a pass. Leader, baller, dictator. This Norwegian might be a direct descendant of Thor and them man there. Next up, Bukayo. Man like Saka. It's impossible to dislike this youth. He has such an excellent football IQ. Oof, this kid can play. He not let you rest though. The boy with the afro beats fullbacks for fun. He takes the ball off them for fun. He creates for his teammates for fun and now he's scoring for fun. Special player. Arsenal are looking like real title contenders. I respect it. However, I will say that as long as it's them leading the pack, I refuse to believe that we can't catch them. Anything is possible if them man are on this smoke. Now let's move on to City. Our noisy neighbours have hit some serious decibels for the last 6 years. Super loud. These manny crips have been on smoke for far too long. They even added the sickest hitman to their gang. A real shooter. Man has Thor's hammer tucked into his left shoe. He never leaves yard without the ting. 16 games and man's hit the target 21 times. Relentless. When the dot slaps, doof, you hear the same sound at the end of his tenders. Haaland is a monster. Oof, my goodness, who pissed off this you? I can't even front. I'm a big fan of Erling, but fire bun them pagans. Remember what happened to fathers of them man? Disaster for them man. Them man. Erling might be the truth, but City don't look the same. Their defense is not serious. Their general play ain't as strong. And now Pep talking about United not dealing with the same pressures that they do. Man are panicking. Their fear is loud. But 10-10 came through with the fire. What's that thing with the silencer? Man come through to silence them. Manny is and will always be red. They had their fun, but it's time for that rain to end. It's common sense. Let's move on to Newcastle. The Geordies are looking really good. That Saudi money got them moving confident. I keep waiting for them to drop off, but they just keep going. And all the ratings have to go to Eddie Howe. I have rated him since Bournemouth days. He's got the most fragile front line because none of them can stay fit. Yet every week, them man are dupping teams. You have to rate it. I think these men will even be able to sustain this once everyone else gets back to Europe. If they get top 4, their summer's gonna be a madness. It's time to worry. We have to talk about a couple of their players though. Almiron and Bruno Guimaraes. Top tier ballers. Almiron has been on smoke all season. 9 goals. Naughty goals. Game-changing performances. He has become a real something. It's like every goal he scores is a shot at the 100 million brummy with them manny crips. He made a man apologize and he's still violating him. Big up Miguel. And Bruno Guimaraes is a top tier player. He can actually do everything at a high level. I would say he's too big for Newcastle, but them man are on smoke. Be worried about them, my 12 MANDEM. They are serious. And my boy Alexander Isak hasn't even got started yet. But he's back from injury now. It was Eritrean Christmas this weekend and his present was recovery. You know, say he smashed some injured and he's ready to get active. Now let's move on to the scouts. These pagans are too funny. Klopp is head gone. Man's rage grinding his veneers so much that the screws have come loose in his head. He is a world-class excuse maker about mentality monsters. Man's a moany monster. It's never his fault that his team are dead. I told you about these binary bad boys. This amazing era that they won one of everything. 10-10 wasn't even talking about Liverpool when he said eras come to an end. What era? Darwin is at the start of the era of evolution. His game is super basic. Man could have finished a cup of tea. They paid 100 million for Raw. They have run their midfield into the ground, and now these men are so tired they can't even get on the pitch, let alone gegenpress. And Virgil, what happened to him? The ponytail is too tight. He's tight like tiger. It cut off the circulation so deep that he pulled his hammy. Liverpool's spine is broken, and they're back to the old days. They love to see it. Spuds. Why are these men even in the conversation? They are nobody's ops. They are only in a battle with themselves, and they keep losing to themselves. Nobody needs to worry about Tottenham, but they should release Harry Kane. Why are they determined to make him suffer complete failure with them? This club have been actively working against his work for years. The more he scores, the harder they try to fail. I don't feel sorry for him though. He sentenced himself to 6 years knowing that Levy was the man holding the paperwork. This is the life he chose, failure in abundance. This may be the last time they ever feature on Opp Watch. Conte is even telling us that they're not a team for success or winning. He learned from Harry, so he only signs 1-year deals. Man refuses to let the spud stench set in on him. And finally we come to Chelsea. Absolutely rubbish team. Oof, I have no idea what they are. Better draws and L's. Are they the local weed man? They concede as many as they score. What kind of neutral nonsense is this? Just say you don't want to play. They brought in man like Potter hoping for some magic. But man ain't got Expelliarmus. Potter needs pay-per-view's gonna stand a chance of turning this around. I'm not writing off Potter for this mess. He didn't sign these players, and until he gets his own team, he deserves some time. But their squad is far from decent. They have like 4 players in the whole squad that are actually rate. Reece James and Kante, but they can't stay fit. Thiago Silva, but he's an old man. And Kovacic, but he's by himself in midfield. Either way, they are not our ops this season. Things have changed, people. We are no longer the joke team in the top 6. United are on the come up. The Scouts and Chelsea are the joke teams. Spuds were never a thing in the first place. I'm praying on City's downfall. I'm curious about Newcastle, and I am looking forward to battling it out with Arsenal again. We need a striker to actually think about catching Arsenal, but we are definitely getting top 4 this season. I can feel it. I see that we're close to signing Weghorst. Any other season I would have flipped my lid, but I trust my manager. All his signings have been a hit so far. It's clear, huh? Bring him in and have different options. Come on, United. Thank you, please.